She said, "We're better as friends." As she walked away, so I treated her like any other casual. The words hit me like a sucker punch I should have seen coming but didn't. Jasmine stood in the doorway of my bedroom, arms crossed, that familiar defiant tilt to her chin that used to make me smile. Now it just made my chest tight. For years we'd been together, through my mother's funeral, through her graduate school applications, through late nights when neither of us had answers but we had each other. And now she's standing there telling me we work better as friends, like she's recommending a different pizza topping. I don't say anything at first, just watch her fidget with the bracelet I bought her last Christmas. Hello friends, before I continue the story, please support the channel by becoming a subscriber and giving the video a like. Also, let us know in the comments where you're watching right now. She must have expected me to argue, to plead, to do something other than sit there on the edge of my bed looking at her like she's a stranger. Her lips part like she's about to add something, some explanation that'll make this easier for her to swallow. But I cut her off before she can. I say, my voice flat as highway asphalt in August. "If that's how you feel." The shock registers immediately on her face, eyebrows shooting up, mouth forming a small O of surprise. She recovers quickly though, slipping back into that rehearsed composure. "I just think we've grown in different directions," she continues, and I can tell she's been workshopping this speech. "You're always so intense about everything, and I need someone who can just, I don't know, be lighter." I nod slowly, processing the words she's really saying beneath the ones coming out her mouth. She wants someone who doesn't know her well enough to call her on her bullshit. Someone who hasn't seen her cry over failed thesis drafts or heard her talk shit about her own sisters when they weren't around. "Marcus, say something," she demands, and there's that edge creeping into her voice now. The same edge that came out whenever things didn't go exactly according to her script. I stand up, moving past her to grab my phone off the dresser. "What you want me to say, Jazz?" I ask, deliberately using the nickname she loves, watching her flinch slightly at the familiarity. "You made your decision." She follows me into the living room, heels clicking against the hardwood floor I just refinished last month. "This doesn't have to be ugly," she says, softer now, switching tactics. "We can still be in each other's lives." I can smell her perfume, that expensive stuff her cousin sells on Instagram that she knows I love. The whole apartment still smells like the jerk chicken I made for dinner, the dinner where I thought we were celebrating her landing that job interview. "Sure," I tell her, sitting down on the couch and unlocking my phone. "We can be friends." The relief that floods her face is almost insulting. She thought this would be harder, thought I'd make her work for it, beg her to reconsider, give her the satisfaction of being wanted even as she walked away. Instead, I'm scrolling through ESPN like we just finished discussing what to watch on Netflix. "So we're good?" she asks, uncertainty creeping back in. I look up at her, really look at her, memorizing this moment. The way her hair falls over her left shoulder, the nervous twitch of her fingers, the guilt she's trying to hide behind forced casualness. "Yeah, we're good," I confirm. "You need help getting your stuff out tonight, or you want to come back for it?" The question throws her. She blinks twice, her perfectly shaped eyebrows drawing together. I guess I can come back this weekend." It sounds like a question even though it shouldn't be. I shrug. "Whatever works. Just let me know when you're coming so I can make sure I'm here." The practicality of it seems to bother her more than anything else I could have said. She lingers by the door, hand on the knob but not turning it. "Marcus, she starts, but I cut her off again. "It's all good, Jasmine. Really." I give her a smile that doesn't reach my eyes. "We're better as friends, right? That's what you said." She opens her mouth, closes it, then finally nods. "I'll text you," she says, pulling the door open. The hallway light spills in, making her silhouette sharp and unfamiliar. "Aight," I respond, already looking back at my phone. The door closes with a soft click that sounds like a period at the end of a sentence I didn't get to finish. I sit there in the silence for exactly 3 minutes. Then I get up, walk to the kitchen, and pour myself 2 fingers of the Hennessy I've been saving for a special occasion. This isn't special, but it requires something stronger than the moment deserves. I don't cry. I don't punch walls. I don't call my boy Derek to talk through what just happened. I just drink my Hennessy and start looking up one-bedroom apartments because this place has too many memories and I pay most of the rent anyway. The first text comes 5 days later. I'm at the gym halfway through my set when my phone buzzes. Hey stranger, how are you? I finish my reps before checking it. The emoji feels like an insult. I wait until I'm done with my entire workout, showered, and in my car before I respond. I'm good. What's up? Short, polite. Exactly how I'd respond to my barber or my cousin I only see at cookouts. The 3 dots appear immediately. She's been waiting. Just wanted to check in. This week has been so weird. I can read between those lines. She wants me to say it's been weird for me too. Wants me to confess that I've been miserable, that the apartment feels empty, that I can't sleep on my side of the bed. Yeah, adjustments take time. I type back. Neutral. Friendly. Completely unhelpful to whatever she's fishing for. Are you really okay? She sends. And I can picture her face. That little crease between her eyebrows when she's trying to figure someone out. Like, actually? I'm sitting in my car in the gym parking lot, watching a young couple argue by their Honda Civic. I'm straight, Jazz. Just been busy with work. It's not entirely a lie. I have been picking up extra projects, staying late, anything to avoid going home to that too quiet apartment. Oh, that's all she sends back. Just, oh. 20 minutes later. Well, if you need to talk, I'm here. That's what friends do. I don't respond. I drive to Derek's place instead and we watch the game and he doesn't ask questions when I drink more beer than usual. He just keeps passing me cold ones and talking shit about the refs, and that's exactly what I need. 2 weeks in, she calls. It's 11:47 p.m. on a Tuesday. I'm reading in bed, finally getting around to that Ta-Nehisi Coates book everyone's been recommending. My phone lights up with her name and a photo I forgot to delete. Her laughing at something I said. Genuine joy on her face. I let it ring. The voicemail notification pops up a minute later. I don't listen to it. Instead, I go into my contacts and change her name from Jasmine to just Jasmine. Then I delete the photo. Small steps. The next morning, I listen to the voicemail while making coffee. Her voice sounds different, smaller somehow. Hey, it's me. I know it's late. I was thinking about that time we drove to Charleston and got lost trying to find that restaurant, remember? And we ended up at that random fish shack and you said it was the best meal you ever had. She laughs, but it sounds hollow. Anyway, I miss you. Not like, I just miss my friend. Call me back when you get this. I delete the voicemail. I don't call back. She texts again that afternoon. Did you get my message? I wait 3 hours. Yeah, sorry. Been slammed at work. Another hour passes. The fish shack was pretty good. I add, because ignoring the memory entirely seems crueler than I'm trying to be. The 3 dots appear and disappear 4 times before she finally sends, we should do something like that again sometime, just as friends. I stare at that message for a long time. Maybe, I finally respond. Non-committal. A door left open just wide enough to be polite, not wide enough to walk through. Week 3, she sends me a meme. The something about coffee and Monday mornings. Basic humor that might have made me chuckle once. I react with a thumbs up. That's it. No commentary, no conversation starter. Just acknowledgement that I saw it. She sends another 1-2 days later. Another thumbs up from me. By the 3rd meme, I don't react at all. You're being weird. She texts on a Friday night. I'm out with some coworkers. First time in months I've done something social that wasn't work-related. How so? I ask, genuinely curious how she's managed to make my response to memes into a character flaw. You're just different, distant. I pocket my phone and rejoin the conversation at my table, laughing at Jerome's story about his daughter's science fair disaster. When I check my phone an hour later, there are 2 more messages. I guess I thought we'd actually stay close. And then, never mind. I think about responding. Think about explaining that you can't demote someone from lover to friend and expect them to perform friendship with the same intensity they performed love. But that's more emotional labor than I'm willing to give. So I send back, have a good night, Jazz. It's 12:47 a.m., and I'm a little drunk and feeling pretty good about my life for the first time in weeks. Her message comes through immediately. You too. The weekend passes without contact. So does the next week. I start to think maybe she's finally getting it. Then Saturday morning, my phone rings at 9 a.m. Her name on the screen. I answer this time, curiosity getting the better of me. Yeah. My voice is rougher than intended, still thick with sleep. Oh, did I wake you? I'm so sorry. She doesn't sound sorry. She sounds pleased that she has evidence I wasn't thinking about her. It's cool. What's up? I ask, sitting up in bed, already regretting answering. I need a favor, she says, and I can hear traffic in the background, the specific echo of a car interior. My car is making this weird noise and you're so good with that stuff. I thought maybe you could take a look? I close my eyes. Count to 5. Jazz, I'm not a mechanic. I just watch YouTube videos. She laughs like I'm being modest. You fixed my brakes that one time. I changed your brakes. With instructions from the internet. Take it to an actual shop. The silence on the other end is heavy with disappointment. Right? She says finally. Okay. I just thought. Since we're friends. Friends don't mean free labor. I say, keeping my tone light. Any mechanic in town can help you out. There's that place on Morrison Street that's pretty honest. I can hear her breathing, can imagine her face doing that thing where she looks like she's been slapped. You're really not going to help me. It's a statement now, not a question. I just told you how to help yourself. I counter. That's what friends do. She ends the call without saying goodbye. I lie back down and stare at the ceiling for a while. My phone stays silent. I get up, make breakfast, go for a run, do all my laundry. Normal Saturday things. Feels good. Feels like my life is mine again. That night, she posts on Instagram for the first time in weeks. A selfie with her girls, caption about real ones who show up. I don't like it. Don't comment. Just keep scrolling. Monday brings an email. Not a text, an actual email. Hey Marcus. I've been thinking a lot about how things ended between us. I feel like maybe we didn't get proper closure. Would you be open to meeting for coffee to talk? I think it would be healthy for both of us. I read it twice. The corporate language, the therapy speak, the assumption that I need closure. I wait until my lunch break to respond. I appreciate you reaching out. I'm good on closure, but I hope you find what you need. Take care. Professional. Distant. Final. Her response comes in 30 seconds. Wow. That's it. Just wow. I don't reply. 20 minutes later. You've really changed, you know that? The Marcus I knew would never be this cold. I'm eating a chicken wrap from the place next to my office, watching people rush past on their lunch breaks. Everyone's got somewhere to be, something to do. I type out 3 different responses and delete them all. Finally I settle on, people don't change. You just see them differently from where you're standing now. Send. The 3 dots appear and disappear for almost 5 minutes. No message ever comes. I finish my lunch in peace. The rest of the week passes quietly. No calls, no texts, no emails. I start to relax into my new routine: work, gym, home, repeat. I rearrange my furniture. Get rid of the decorative pillows she insisted we needed. Buy a new comforter in a color she would have hated. Start making the space mine again, not ours. Friday night, Derek convinces me to hit up this lounge downtown. Man, you've been a hermit, he says. You need to remember what fun looks like. He's not wrong. I put on a fresh button-up, actually do something with my hair, and meet him at the spot. The music is good, the vibe is relaxed, and for the first time in a month I feel like myself. We're at the bar, debating whether to get another round, when Derek's eyes go wide. Yo, isn't that... He doesn't finish the sentence because I've already seen her. Jasmine is across the room in a dress I've never seen before, laughing too loud with a group of her girlfriends. Her eyes scan the crowd and land on me. The laugh dies. For a moment we just stare at each other across the space. Then I raise my drink slightly, a casual acknowledgement, and turn back to Derek. Yeah, we should get another round. I say like nothing happened. And some wings. I can feel her watching me. feel the weight of her attention like heat on the back of my neck. Derek orders the food and I focus on my phone, scrolling through nothing, just giving my hands something to do. She's coming over, Derek mutters, and sure enough, I hear her voice behind me. Marcus. Hi. I turn, arrange my face into friendly neutrality. Hey, Jasmine. How you been? Like she's someone I used to work with, someone I barely remember. Good, yeah. Good, she says, and she's drunk. Not sloppy, but enough that her words have soft edges. Didn't expect to see you here. I shrug. Derek wanted to get out. You know how it is. I gesture to Derek, who gives an awkward wave. She barely glances at him. Her eyes are fixed on me, searching for something. You look good, she says, and there's something hungry in it. Thanks, I reply. You too. You're having a girls' night. She nods, still staring. Can we talk? Like, privately? I glance at Derek, who's suddenly very interested in his phone. Look back at Jasmine. We're talking now, aren't we? Her jaw tightens. I mean, really talk. There's so much I need to say to you. I take a sip of my drink. Let the moment stretch. Jazz, we're good. We said what needed to be said. Let's just enjoy our nights. Yeah. Stop doing that, she says, voice rising slightly. Doing what? I ask, genuinely confused. Acting like I'm nobody. Like what we had was nothing. People are starting to glance over. Derek has gone completely still beside me. I'm not acting like you're nobody, I say calmly. I'm acting like we're friends. Wasn't that the whole point? Her eyes are shining now, tears threatening. You know that's not what I meant. I set my drink down, turned to face her fully. Then what did you mean, Jasmine? Because I took you at your word. You said we work better as friends. So that's what I'm giving you. She opens her mouth, closes it. One of her friends appears at her elbow, whispering something urgent. I have to go, Jasmine says abruptly. But this conversation isn't over. Have a good night, I tell her, already turning back to the bar. I don't watch her walk away. Don't let myself look to see if she glances back. Derek lets out a low whistle. Bro, that was ice cold. I shake my head. Nah, that was friendly. There's a difference. Our wings arrive and we talk about everything except her. The Hornets' terrible season, Jerome's upcoming wedding, the weird noise Derek's apartment AC is making. Normal shit. Life goes on shit. Sunday morning, the messages start. I can't believe how you acted last night. And you embarrassed me in front of my friends. And the least you could do is pretend to care. I'm at my mom's grave, same as every Sunday, pulling weeds and telling her about my week. My phone keeps buzzing in my pocket, but I ignore it. When I'm done, I sit for a while in the quiet, watching clouds drift past. You would have liked her, Ma, I say out loud. But you would have told me to let her go too. On the drive home, I finally check my phone. 7 messages total, each one more frustrated than the last. The final one, I guess I didn't mean as much to you as I thought I did. I'm stopped at a red light when I type my response. You meant everything to me, past tense. You're the one who wanted to change what we were. Can't be mad that I respected that choice. I send it before I can overthink it. The light turns green and I drive home. Phone silent. Monday at work, I'm in back-to-back meetings all morning. When I finally check my phone at lunch, there's a novel waiting. Maybe I made a mistake. It starts. She goes on for paragraphs about confusion and timing and not realizing what she had. About missing me. About wanting to try again. The message ends with, I think we owe it to ourselves to see if we can make it work. What do you think? I read it twice while eating my salad. I think about the 4 years we spent together. The good times, and there were good times. Road trips and inside jokes and the way she'd fall asleep during movies with her head on my shoulder. But I also think about the bad times she conveniently forgets. The passive aggression, the way she'd use my vulnerabilities against me during arguments. How she made me feel like I was always too much or not enough. Never just right. I think about how I've started sleeping better these past few weeks. My response is simple. I don't think that's a good idea. 3 dots appear immediately. That's it? After everything I just said, that's all you have to say. I type, you said we're better as friends. I agreed. My position hasn't changed. Send. Delete the conversation thread. Get back to work. At 3 p.m. my desk phone rings, the office line. Marcus Thompson. I answer professionally. You blocked me? Jasmine's voice. Incredulous. I didn't block you, I say calmly. I deleted the thread. There's a difference. Why? She demands. Because the conversation was over, Jazz. You said your piece. I said mine. What else is there? I can hear her breathing hard on the other end. I'm trying to fix this. I'm trying to fix us. I lean back in my chair, watch my coworker Sarah walk past with a stack of files. There is no us to fix. You made sure of that. The line goes quiet for so long I think she's hung up. Then, you're punishing me. No, I say, and I mean it. I'm protecting me. There's a difference. She makes a sound somewhere between a laugh and a sob. I never meant to hurt you. I know. I tell her, and that's true too. But you did anyway. And I'm not interested in signing up for round 2. She's definitely crying now. Those messy hiccuping sobs I used to drop everything to soothe. Please, Marcus. Please. I gotta get back to work. I say gently. Take care of yourself, Jasmine. I hang up before she can respond. My hand is shaking slightly as I set the phone down. Sarah appears at my cubicle entrance. You good? She asks, eyebrows raised. I nod. Yeah, just dealing with some old business. She gives me a knowing look. The ex. I must have mentioned it at some point. Yeah. Good for you, she says firmly. Exes are exes for a reason. She walks away and I sit there feeling like I just finished running a marathon. My phone buzzes. Text from an unknown number. You're going to regret this. I stare at that message for a long time. Then I block the number. If she wants to reach me badly enough, she knows where I work, where I live. But threatening me? Nah, that crosses a line. I forward the screenshot to Derek with the caption, "It's getting weird." He responds immediately, "Want me to say something to her?" I type back, "Nah, I got it. Just documenting in case. Because I've watched enough true crime to know you always keep the receipts." The threats don't continue, but the indirect communication does. Suddenly she's liking old Instagram posts of mine from months ago, commenting on my stories with inside jokes only I would get, sending friend requests to my cousins she barely met. My Aunt Charisse calls me on Wednesday night. "Baby, why is your friend Jasmine in my DMs asking about you?" I close my eyes. What did she say? Something about making sure you're eating right and taking care of yourself. Said she's worried about you. Aunt Charisse pauses. That the girl you broke up with? She broke up with me, actually. I correct. But yeah, that's her. Aunt Charisse makes a noise of understanding. Hom. And now she realizes she messed up and wants to weasel her way back in through your family. I can't help but smile. Something like that. Want me to block her? Aunt Charisse asks. Because I will. In a heartbeat. I laugh for real this time. Nah, Auntie, just ignore her. She'll get tired eventually. If you say so, baby. But you let me know if you need me to handle it. I ain't forgot how to cuss somebody out. After we hang up, I send a text to my family group chat. Heads up, if Jasmine tries to contact any of y'all, please don't engage. We're not together anymore and she's having a hard time accepting boundaries. My cousin Trey responds with a gif of somebody blocking a basketball shot. My sister sends, "Already blocked her last week. She tried to call me." The messages of support keep rolling in. My family might drive me crazy sometimes, but they circle the wagons when it matters. It feels good to be protected like that. Thursday, I come home to flowers on my doorstep. 24 roses, deep red with a card. I know I messed up. Please give me another chance. Jay. I carry them directly to the dumpster, vase and all. Don't even bring them inside. My neighbor Mrs. Chun is getting her mail and raises her eyebrows. Those are beautiful. You don't want them? Nah. I tell her. Feel free to grab them if you want. They're still fresh. She looks at the dumpster, at me, then shakes her head. Bad energy. Better in the trash. I laugh. Exactly. Friday brings a care package to my office. My favorite snacks, a book I mentioned wanting to read months ago, a handwritten letter. Security calls me down to pick it up, and I can see Marcus at the front desk trying not to look curious. "Someone really likes you," he says with a grin. I open the letter right there, read the first line. "I've been doing a lot of thinking about us," and drop the whole package in the lobby trash can. Marcus's grin fades. "Damn, like that. Like that." I confirm, and head back upstairs. Saturday, she's parked outside my building when I come back from my run. Sitting in her car, the one with the brakes I changed. I spot her before she sees me, and I consider turning around, going another lap. But that's my home, my space. I'm not avoiding it because she can't take a hint. I walk right up to the building entrance. She jumps out of her car. "Marcus, wait." I stop, turn. "Jasmine, what are you doing?" She looks terrible. Hair pulled back in a messy ponytail, no makeup, wearing sweats I recognize from when we were together. "I needed to see you. You won't answer my calls. You threw away my gifts." "Because I don't want them," I interrupt. "I've been very clear about that." She closes the distance between us. "You don't mean that. I know you still care. I know you still love me." Her voice cracks on that last word. "You can't just turn off 4 years like a switch." "You're right," I say, and hope flashes across her face. "I can't turn off 4 years like a switch. It's been a process. A hard one. But Jazz, you made your choice. You ended it. I'm just living with that decision." She reaches for my hand and I step back. "Don't." Her hand drops. "You really hate me now, don't you?" The question is so absurd I almost laugh. "I don't hate you. I don't feel anything about you. That's the point." "Liar," she spits out. "You feel something. You're just being stubborn and proud and moved on." I finish. "I'm moved on, Jasmine. That's what you're seeing. That's what you can't accept." Car pulls up behind hers and honks. She's blocking the garage entrance. "You need to leave," I tell her. "And you need to stop showing up at my place, my job, contacting my family. It's not healthy. I just need you to understand." She starts, but I cut her off. "I understand perfectly. You thought the grass was greener. Found out it wasn't. Now you want to come back to something familiar. But I'm not a safety net, Jazz. I'm not a backup plan. I'm a whole person who deserves someone who's sure about me." The car honks again, longer this time. "Move your car," I say quietly, "and leave me alone." I walk into my building without looking back. From my window, I watch her sit in her car for another 10 minutes before finally driving away. My hands are shaking. My heart is racing. But I also feel lighter somehow, like I finally said everything that needed saying. I take a long shower, order Thai food, and watch basketball. My phone stays mercifully quiet. Sunday passes the same way, peaceful. Just me and my space and my thoughts. Feels like healing. Monday morning brings an email from an address I don't recognize. The subject line, "I'm sorry." I delete it without opening it. Tuesday, another email from a different address. Delete. Wednesday, she apparently gives up on digital communication because a letter arrives at my office via certified mail. My boss raises an eyebrow when I have to sign for it. I open it at my desk, skim the first paragraph. More apologies, more promises to change, and feed it through the shredder. Done. Thursday, I finally block her on every platform I can think of. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, even LinkedIn. I should have done it weeks ago, but some part of me felt like that would be cruel. Now I realize it's not cruelty. It's self-preservation. When you're trying to quit something that's bad for you, you don't keep it within arm's reach. You remove the temptation entirely. My therapist, I started seeing a therapist, calls it establishing boundaries. I call it common sense. Friday evening, I'm at the grocery store, debating between 2 different types of pasta sauce, when I hear a familiar laugh. My whole body tenses. I look up and there she is, 3 aisles over, with some dude I don't recognize. He's got his arm around her waist. She's looking up at him the same way she used to look at me. I wait for the jealousy to hit, the anger, something. But all I feel is mild curiosity and relief. Relief that she's someone else's problem now. Relief that I dodged whatever game she's playing. I grab my pasta sauce and head to checkout. As I'm loading groceries onto the belt, I hear her voice behind me. Marcus. I close my eyes for a brief second, then turn. Hey! The guy is with her, looking confused. She looks panicked, like this wasn't part of her plan. I didn't know you shopped here, she says stupidly. I live 2 blocks away, I remind her. I've always shopped here. The cashier is scanning my items, blessedly fast. Right, of course, Jasmine says. An awkward silence. The guy extends his hand. I'm Brandon. I shake it. Marcus. Nice to meet you. He looks between us, clearly trying to figure out the dynamic. Oh, is this your friend from her ex? I supply helpfully. We dated for 4 years. Broke up about 2 months ago. She's probably mentioned me. Brandon's face does something complicated. Jasmine looks like she wants to sink through the floor. Your total is $67.43. The cashier announces, and I've never been more grateful for an interruption. I grab my bags. Y'all have a good evening, I say, and walk out without waiting for a response. In my car, I sit for a moment, checking my feelings like checking for injuries after a fall. No pain, no ache, just the satisfaction of knowing I handled that with grace. I drive home, put away my groceries, and make myself a really good dinner. Life is good. Life is mine. The final text comes 2 weeks later. From her actual number, which I realize I never actually blocked, just muted. I saw you at the store. With how you acted, I realize now that you never really loved me. Someone who loved me wouldn't be so cold. I'm glad I got out when I did. Good luck with your life. I read it 3 times, waiting to feel something. Anger at the projection. Frustration at the rewriting of history. But mostly I just feel tired. Tired of being cast as the villain in a story where I was just trying to survive. I type out a long response. Explain how love doesn't mean being a doormat. How I can love someone and still choose myself. How her inability to handle boundaries says more about her than me. I write it all out, every thought and feeling and truth. Then I delete it. The thing about people like Jasmine is they don't want truth. They want validation. And I'm fresh out. Instead I write, "Take care, Jazz." And finally, I block the number. 6 months later, I'm at Derek's wedding. The venue is beautiful. The weather is perfect, and I'm happy for my boy. During the reception, I'm at the bar ordering a drink when someone taps my shoulder. I turn around and there's Simone, Derek's cousin, who I've met maybe twice before. "Hey Marcus, right?" she says with a warm smile. "Yeah, Simone. Good to see you again." We make small talk about the ceremony, the food, how Derek is handling married life. She's easy to talk to, funny, smart. When she laughs at something I say, it feels genuine. "This might be forward," she says, "but would you want to dance?" I glance at the dance floor, then back at her. "I should warn you, I'm not great at it." She grins. "Neither am I. We'll figure it out." I take her offered hand and let her lead me onto the floor. The song is something slow, some R&B I vaguely recognize. We sway more than dance, and it's comfortable. Natural. "Derek mentioned you went through a rough breakup recently," Simone says. "If that's too personal, tell me to mind my business." "It's okay," I say and mean it. "Yeah, it was rough for a minute, but I'm good now." She studies my face. "You seem good. Peaceful." I think about that word. Peaceful. "Yeah, I agree. That's exactly what I am." We keep dancing, and I realize I haven't thought about Jasmine in days. Maybe weeks. She's become a chapter I've finished reading, not a story I'm still stuck in. The song ends and Simone steps back. "Thanks for the dance." "Thank you," I tell her. "Maybe we could do this again sometime? Like, not at a wedding." She smiles, pulls out her phone. "I'd like that." We exchange numbers. Real numbers, no games, just 2 people seeing where something might go. As I watch her walk back to her table, Derek appears at my elbow. "My cousin, bro? Really?" He's grinning though. "She seems nice," I say defensively. "She is nice," he confirms. "Treat her right." Always, I promise. And I mean it, because I've learned what it looks like when someone doesn't treat you right. I've learned what it costs to ignore red flags and hope for the best. Later that night, I'm home scrolling through my phone when I see that Jasmine has viewed my Instagram story, even though I blocked her, which means she made a new account just to keep tabs. I could block this one too, could send a message telling her to stop. But instead I just restrict the account so she can look all she wants but never interact. Let her watch me live my life. Let her see me happy. That's the best ending I could write for this story. I think about texting Simone but decide to wait until tomorrow. Don't want to seem too eager even though I kind of am. It's been a long time since I felt excited about someone new. Since I felt like I could trust my own judgment. Jasmine made me doubt everything, including myself. But sitting here in my apartment, in the life I've built back up piece by piece, I feel solid. I feel sure. I feel ready. My phone buzzes. A text from an unknown number. I hope you're happy. You certainly seem like it. Some of us are still healing from what you did. I stare at the message for exactly 10 seconds. Then I delete it, block the number, and put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Some people will never take responsibility for their choices. Will never stop rewriting history to make themselves the victim. That's not my problem to fix. That's not my weight to carry. I grab the book I've been reading, pour myself a glass of wine, and settle into my couch. Tomorrow I'll text Simone. Tomorrow I'll meal prep for the week. Tomorrow I'll keep building this life that's finally, fully mine. But tonight, I'm just going to sit here in my peace. The peace I chose. The peace I fought for. The peace that came from learning that sometimes the most loving thing you can do is walk away. And stay away, even when someone's begging you to come back. Because I'm not anyone's second choice. Not anyone's backup plan. Not anyone's I made a mistake realization. I'm someone's first choice or I'm my own first choice. And right now, being my own first choice feels pretty damn good. The wine is smooth. The book is engaging. The apartment is quiet in the best way. This is what winning looks like. Not revenge. Not hatred. Just peace. Just me. Just a man who learned that we're better as friends was the best gift she could have given me. Because it set me free. Thank you for watching all the way through. There's another story to your left screen. You'll enjoy it more than this one.